You continuously tell me not to post graphic videos because then my account will get suspended. You continuously tell me to focus on other things other than showing you violence. But who the fuck is gonna show your silent eyes any of this when the Western news media is mute and even worse, lying? While social media drowns out and erases our largest voices. While the US and Israel kills our journalists trying to scream to us from the fucking rooftops. Who the fuck is gonna show you anything? In just the past fucking hour, I saw a beheaded toddler and a 14-year-old boy murdered by Israeli settlers. They just bombed a tent full of Palestinian journalists in Gaza just now. And we just saw Palestinian journalist Ahmed Mansour burning alive on camera. Literally still moving and burning alive. So I don't give a fuck about my account. While our journalists are trying to scream to the rooftops to us, I will continue to scream from my literal rooftop to show you the depths of their evil. So yes, fuck my account and fuck your accounts. I don't give a shit how small or large your social media accounts are. Share this video everywhere before it gets taken down on a mass scale so that Meta doesn't know what the fuck hit them. Because as we are watching Gaza and literal humans burning alive to ashes, all we have left now is to burn this fucked up world to the ground. The time for protests only is over. The time for measly calls to action is over. The time for silence is over. Everyone needs to stand the fuck up. Storm your silent friends' inboxes. Storm your workplaces. Storm the embassies. Storm the news stations. Storm the weapons manufacturers. Storm your campuses. Storm your politician offices. Storm all places that house war criminals. Storm the banks and drain them dry. Do all of this on a mass scale. It's time to shake these motherfuckers to their core. And if you're asking about boycotting now, continue to fucking boycott. But that's our fucking long game, as we slowly but surely bleed them dry. But what we need right now is immediate action, because it's a fucking apocalypse in Gaza right now. A straight up Armageddon. So I'm gonna lay this out for you so that it's clear as fucking day. There are 5 steps for escalation that need to happen right now. So listen up. 1. Shut down infrastructure. Block major roads and highways. Disrupt airports, sending arms to war zones. Occupy the government and corporate buildings complicit in the genocide. 2. Paralyze economic systems. Organize mass strikes. No labor, no profit. Shut down banks funding the arms trade. Organize a mass pullout of funds from all complicit banks. And disrupt the supply chains of war profiteering corporations. 3. Make governing impossible. Overwhelm the courts and jails with mass arrests. They think that we're scared, but they have no legs to stand on with what they arrest us for. Law is law. So if they arrest you for screaming against child murder, then so be it. Fuck them. Hold sit-ins at embassies and parliaments and refuse to comply with any laws enabling genocide. This action must be predominantly done by our true Jewish brothers and sisters. We've sacrificed enough of our bodies for liberation, for an ideology your majority has exacerbated. So it's time for your bodies to be on the line for us, because your liberation from Zionism is directly tied to the liberation of Palestine. 4. Disrupt the media. Interrupt live broadcasts, spreading propaganda. Flood social media with counter-narratives. Expose journalists whitewashing war crimes. Storm the physical locations these lying fucks tell their lies. Storm the publication buildings. Storm their studios. 5. Shut down universities. Occupy campuses until institutions divest from genocide. Organize student walkouts to force action. Expose university staff complicit in genocide. And if your school turns out to be like the Israeli Institutes of Columbia University or Harvard University or any other institution that's solely meant for war profiteering and catering to the terrorist shithole that is Israel, then organize a mass exodus to drop out of your fucking schools to cut off tuition payments. There you have it. 5 steps clearly laid out. So don't you dare tell me we didn't tell you what the fuck to do. Now for you ummah that claim to be Arab and Muslimin, your turn to listen up. Especially Egypt, Yashab al-Masri, and all other neighboring Arab nations. Get the fuck up and organize thousands of bodies to storm the border crossing in Rafah. Right now! Israel's not the one closing that border. Israel asks Egypt to close the border, and they comply. It is the Egyptian guards that ultimately abide by the closures of the crossings. And it is the Egyptian guards and government that must be checked by our ummah and put on global display for their complicity. Thousands of bodies, hell, hundreds of thousands of bodies need to go to the Rafah crossing right now and force its opening. Not for Palestinians to leave, because they don't want to fucking leave, but for all aid to go in undeterred and for it to stay that way. I don't give a fuck what kind of militias you form around the world, but send them all to those crossings and threaten war to whoever doesn't open them. And light the fucking IOF up while you're at it. It's time for an international militia to be formed to erase the IOF and violent Israeli settlers from existence. For starters, email the embassies of the 9 countries that have formed the Hague Group, which was formed to combat Israel's war crimes. These countries are Belize, Bolivia, Chile, Cuba, Colombia, Honduras, Malaysia, Namibia, Senegal, and South Africa. Boldly ask them to all form an international armed militia to send to Palestine. Last but not least, there is a global shutdown set for tomorrow, April 7th. And I am dead serious when I say this. Don't you dare go to fucking work. Don't you dare go to fucking school. Don't you dare purchase a single fucking thing. I know we are asking for this one single day as a day for global shutdown, but fuck that. One-day shutdowns are also done. These oligarchy capitalist fucks need to feel it. And that means shutting this shit down on a massive scale for at least a week. And while we shut this shit down, that's when you go out on the streets to protest and storm every fucking location I told you to storm earlier. Weekend protests are weak. It's the working days where we need to do the work. Our fire is at its highest right now, and we're fucking seeing red. And if this clip doesn't light a fire under your fucking asses, then you can burn in hell.
استنى عبي هاد دين هاد